6 or 7. You know, here's a really good tune, Debuke. And years ago, I was a bluegrass bluegrass guitar player. I flat picked in a bunch of bluegrass bands around the state when I was a puppy back in my 20s. And then I had, like I said, I crushed my finger, and then I started playing more old-time music than I did the bluegrass. And I realized that in that old-time community, people generally sit around in a circle, and nobody is taking a specific break. Everybody's trying to play together in a community. And out of that community of playing together, you create, in the center of that circle, a very perceptible sphere of energy, and everybody just kind of gets lost in each other's music, and they listen to each other. And it's a very inclusive thing, as opposed to bluegrass music. You get a real hot bluegrass band, fast grass we call it, and then all the fiddle player, the mandolin player, and the guitar player, flat pickers, banjo player, they're each taking a break and they're trying to outdo each other. If you're in a session, at Charlotte or somewhere late night, this guitar player is going to take his break and the other one's going to try to top that one, and this other guy's going to top that, and that's not very inclusive. That's competitive. And as I said, I crushed my finger, and Larry showed me how to play the fiddle, and I started getting involved in traditional American music, old-time stuff, before Bill Monroe, and then I connected with a bunch of people down in southern Michigan and northern Indiana, Dan Geller, Jimmy Breitbach, Kent Fisher, all those guys, and they're playing old-time music, and so that's what I still do, is I play old-time music. I like that, and I teach that to kids and teach them about the community of musicians. So here's a tune I learned down there. I think I learned it from Dan, a tune called Debuke. In I research music. Like I said, I'm a music historian, and Louis Debuke was a French nobleman who was also a surveyor, and he went over and he surveyed that whole area where today's modern Debuke is at, and the Emperor of France gave him 500 square miles of property for his work there. That was his pay. And then we know Dubuque's over there on the river now. And then, so this is an old period tune called Debuke. It's a key of D. I'm going to give you a 4 count, just like if I was fiddling for a dance. Here it goes. Thank you.